such a hot, steamy day. Like, it's crazy. Today is one of those like days off in the week, and I still don't have my car. I gave myself an everything shower. I haven't done my hair. I need to. That's why I look crazy. But now I'm gonna go pick up Penelope, and yeah, we're just gonna do our thing. Okay, I'm back home. I'm wearing my big old hoodie. It's that time of the month. Girl, I have to do this hair ASAP. It's that time of the month, and it's barely my second day, and for me, the first and second day are the most uncomfortable. Mostly the second day is what kills me. I've been in a really bad mood. I decided to film. I wasn't going to film because I'm not doing much. I'm rewatching The Housewives. I'm watching Real Housewives of Orange County this new season. Messy. This season is crazy and messy, and I was like so intrigued with that. Now I'm rewatching the last season of The Real Housewives of Miami because Dr. Nicole announced that she's not returning to next season, and that like it upset me because she was my favorite housewife of them all. So I'm just like rewatching. I just got a package, and it is, you guys, you can see it there, more Sonny Angels, and I wanted to unbox them with you guys. So I got 3 Animal Series 4 and 2 Animal Series 2. So which is which, I don't know. Okay, so in this series we have the fawn, the reindeer, the cow, the chameleon, the sheep, the hedgehog, the urubuu, mouse, skunk, duck, lesser panda, pig, secret, and Robbie. Oh my. I wouldn't be mad at the fawn, the reindeer. Oh, again, sorry. I wouldn't be mad at the fawn, the reindeer, the cow, the chameleon, the sheep, the hedgehog. Honestly, I'm down for whichever. Nice. You hear my daughter and my little cousin out there yelling their life away. Can you see? I can see the little feet. Oh! La vaca. Moo. La vaca. Okay. Okay, this is the last one. Oh, whichever. I'm just having to please don't let it be a repeat. What? Oh, is this the lesser panda? So cute. So in version 4, we have the horse, the goat, the lion, the anteater. Oh, the one I got was the anteater in the trade. We have the anteater, the hippopotamus, gorilla, Shiba Inu, calico cat, buffalo, cheetah, alpaca, peacock, secret, or Robbie. For these, I'm hoping for the horse, which is my favorite animal, hippopotamus, gorilla, Shiba Inu, the calico cat, the cheetah, the alpaca, or any of the secrets. There you go. Oh! Yo! Yes, yes, yes! The buffalo. These are my new babies. Hello guys. It has been quite a few days and it's been filled with so much stuff. So much has happened since I last picked up my camera, but most importantly, I still have not gotten my car. The mess with my car is another headache within itself. I'm currently using my mom's car, and I'm gonna go run some errands. Today I really wanted to start the vlog with like spend the day with me, and I wanted to get up early and get Penelope ready for school. Please tell me why I overslept through everything. I have been really tired. I haven't really been sleeping much, and the night before and then yesterday night were the first 2 nights that I've slept really well in a really long time. It's been like about a week or so that I haven't slept at all throughout the night. So I think my body is just exhausted, and I'm so thankful for my husband who like literally picked up the slack and got her ready. But yeah, I'm gonna go run an errand now, and yeah, to new beginnings. I'm so excited. My hair looks light today. I like it. I haven't gone out in so long. there's just so much going on. Good morning, guys. Another day, another sleigh. Today is Saturday and we are taking Penelope to ballet, and I'm just chilling for the most part. I still don't have my car, which is stressing me out. I'm in my husband's car, but I need my car back ASAP.
How I do ballet.
What are you doing, Penny?
Eating
What are you eating?
hot dog
Ooh.
and fries.
And fries. What about you, puppy?
Chilling in Cedar Rapids.
We had a long day today.
Yeah.
We were not expecting this, but something big just happened. And we can't wait to share with y'all. Here's a hint. Officially driving out of the lot with our new car. Today was a long day.
Yeah. You like your new car?
So cool. This is the first time we get a car off the lot, brand new, from Mercedes-Benz, Miami.
It's a Phantom, man.
Oh, goodbye, Marcy's car.
Dang, I'm so sad. Back there
That's it, it left. Woo! I always used to think this was a roller coaster.
Hi, we're in our new car. I'm sitting in the middle. At least I'm big.
There's so much happening in this car, but to celebrate a good car win, you got it?
No.
To celebrate this big win, we are going to Barcelona. Wow! No, it's gonna be here. Princess, passenger, or passenger, princess. Hi guys. I decided to do a sit down. Guys, I'm literally working with the best that I can here. But I decided I'm gonna do a sit down. No. Oh, I have this knit sweater and my tennis bracelet pulled on it. I decided I'm gonna do like a sit down video of the car situation because I haven't really vlogged. I haven't really been doing much, and then out of nowhere we just showed up to the car shop and got a car. So I wanted to kind of give you some backstory as to how we ended up with the car. Last year I saw the new look of the current car that I had, so I saw it and I fell in love with it because the technology was super upgraded. It was so luxurious. It was so beautiful, and I told my husband, I was like, oh, I really want that car. And this isn't a makeup tutorial. It literally is just a get ready with me while I tell you the story. So I told my husband I wanted that car, and you know, I was obsessed with it, whatever. And he pretty much was like, you know, to trade in the car, you have to get the same car, just like a newer version. It doesn't really make sense to me. And so, again, I don't know much about cars. Like, show me a pretty car, and I'm like, yep, I want it. And he knows about cars because he's like obsessed with them, whatever. So I usually just tend to listen to whatever he says. But in my heart, like, I knew I wanted that car. I knew. I just had to get him on board. So as time went on, I would always mention the car to him. I was like, you know, I really want that car. And he always was like, you know, if we decide to swap out the current car you have, we should go for something bigger, just in case we expand our family. And I was like, yeah, that actually does make more sense than me getting the newer version of my car. It kind of died there. That was it. Like, we never brought it up again. And then this year, I started telling him again. I was like, listen, like, I know that we said we would go for. And another thing that I really didn't mention is when we got our car, we did get it at the Mercedes-Benz dealer because we wanted it to be Mercedes certified. So with a lot of cars, if you go to a different dealer to get a Mercedes-Benz, it's always best. okay, wait, let me scratch that. When you're getting a used Mercedes-Benz car, it's always best to get it through a Mercedes-Benz dealer because they are Mercedes certified. That means that they go through that, like, the whole performance of the car and everything is to Mercedes-Benz standard. So that white car that I had, we did get it through Mercedes-Benz, and specifically for that reason, because it was a certified Mercedes-Benz car. And so we started having problems with it right away. Probably like 2 weeks into getting it, we had to send it back. We get the car back, and then a month after, send it back. We got the car back, and then everything was fine. But I was starting to get a little frustrated with the car because I'm like, oh my God, it's like always an issue. And if this is Mercedes certified, like, I just don't understand, because I've had this car 3 times already. So I had it in black, which is the one that I had my car accident in. Then I went and bought a newer one in white, which is the one I currently had. And then now the one that I currently have. The black one never gave me issues. I start pondering on this thing, and I'm like, man, I really want the new car, blah, blah, blah. Like, I really, really want it. And then one day, my daughter, she just went back to ballet, so her ballet year already started. And I tell my husband, I'm like, hey, you know what, like, why don't we just go to the dealer? And this was right for Labor Day. I'm like, why don't we just go to the dealer and check it out? Like, we just test drive the new car and see if there's a big difference and if it's worth even doing this change. Oh my God, my battery is going to die. Sorry, my camera literally died. I charged it up a little bit and I completely forgot where I left off in the story. And clearly I'm not a good, like, get ready with me. So I did a light makeup and let my camera charge, and now let me finish. If we're able to just see the difference, if it's a big difference from performance wise from my current car, and you know, let's just feel it out and see if we like it or whatever, and then we can think about it and, you know, see the pros and cons of possibly getting a new car later down the line. So my husband, he hates going to dealers because he's always like, you know, I don't want to waste people's time, but how do you know? Like, if you don't go to a dealer, how are you going to know? How are you going to see the differences? How are you going to like test drive? Like, how are you going to know anything? So he ends up going against his will. We go together, and it was the Saturday before Labor Day, so they were really busy. We get someone to help us, and we pretty much tell him that we're looking for the bigger version of my car. So we weren't even going with like the one that I wanted. It was the one that my husband wanted. We wanted it used. We wanted it to be Mercedes-Benz certified. The person takes us up to one. He lets us see it, and then we sit in it. Does not let us test drive it. Just sit in it, turn it on, look at it. Do you like it? And I'm like, okay. So whatever. So then he's like, do you guys want to talk numbers? And I think like my husband, because my husband kept looking at me and I kept looking at him, because I knew we both weren't ready. And what we went for was really to test drive, and we didn't even get the chance to do that. So once we just got kind of like put in this weird situation where we were like, okay, fine, let's run numbers. So we go and we start running numbers, and he's like, you guys are gonna be super upside down. And I'm looking at my husband the whole time. I'm like, please stop all of this from happening. Like, I don't want to go through with this. We were just gonna test drive. He didn't even let us test drive. I don't feel confident in this, and I don't want us to end up in a deal where we didn't even get to test drive the car. We kind of just saw it. We didn't even get to compare with the car that I want. Like, we were just sitting down crunching numbers, and I'm like, oh my God, this is really happening, and oh, I'm not ready and whatever. And the thing about my car, we were very particular with the package that we got in that car. So we did get an AMG package, which has the panoramic roof. It has the sound system. It has the panoramic view sound system, park assist. It has a bunch of features, and these were things that we really wanted. So the car felt like it was tailored for us because it was things that both my husband and I wanted. With this time that we're sitting in the dealer, we're kind of like, oh my God, what's going on? So he's crunching numbers, and he's like, look, I don't think getting into the bigger car would be smart because you guys are going to be upside down a lot. Would you like to look into the car that I want, which is my same car but newer? So we were like, sure. Do you think that this person takes us to see the car? No. He just starts crunching numbers for us. And I'm like, Do we not get to see the car? Do we not get to sit in it? Do we not get to test drive? No. He does all the paperwork for us. And I'm just looking at my husband like, how are we about to settle? This is like, it's not like you're buying a pair of sneakers or an outfit. This is a whole car. How are we about to settle without test driving, without, I don't understand. And my husband's looking at me kind of the same, like, are you going to put a stop to this? Like, what's going on? The guy goes to finance and they're going to work a deal for us. And he's like, if you guys want, just like go walk around, do whatever you want, whatever. And so I wanted to go to Barnes and Noble that day, and I was like, you know what, let's leave, and if you guys have good news, call us back. But I did ask him, I was like, is there any way that we can see the car that we're about to like get into? And he goes, yeah, sure. He's like, I'll take you to see something similar. So not even the car that we were gonna get into. And then we go upstairs, he shows it to us, does not even unlock it. We're looking at it through the window, and I was just like, okay. So we leave, and a part of me is excited because I did want this car, but a part of me is like, and so, another thing I forgot to mention is this new car that he was going to try to get us a deal for was the complete basic. So it didn't have panoramic. It didn't have any of the features that our current car has. So my husband was like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And I was like, look, I'm sure I want the car. I really do want the car. I don't mind sacrificing an AMG package, but it does have to have the things. Like, I'm not going to sacrifice everything. Like, I do want panoramic, so, the panoramic roof. I want park assist. And I had a lot of things. Like, I knew that my next car, I wanted light interior. My husband was always the one that wanted black. But I was like, I film in the car, and I want light interior. I've always loved light interior. And I get it because my husband's like, we have a daughter and we have a dog. And they're not the most careful. But was what I wanted. So anyways, the guy shows us the car. We're looking in, we're sacrificing. We don't have panoramic, it's a black seating. We leave to Barnes and Noble. When we go to Barnes and Noble, the guy calls back and he's like, hey, I'm trying to work a deal, but because the banks are closed, we probably will have to wait until after Labor Day. So my husband's like, yeah, it's fine. But it just felt, I was like, is this, because I watch car videos and I see like the dealer experience, and so many times people go above and beyond for the client, but I wasn't experiencing that. So I was like, okay, it's weird. Anyways, point is, the guy calls us on Tuesday and is like, yeah, no, we can't do the deal. And I was like, okay. So I was a little bummed out. My husband was like, let's wait until December, and then we don't have to sacrifice. We can look into like, what you want. But at this point, he was already on board with getting the car that I wanted. So he was like, I just don't want you to sacrifice the things that you want. So if you want a panoramic roof, let's look into that. If you want light interior, let's look into that. Let's look into what you want. If we're going to sacrifice the AMG package, what are some of the things that you're not willing to sacrifice, so we can look for that. Okay. So I was like, okay, fine. So he's like, I'll give that to you for Christmas and we'll go from there. And then my car breaks down again. So then we send it to the dealer, and now we're just functioning on one car, which is my husband's car. My car, by the way, is still at the dealer getting work done, or we're just in limbo with that car because we don't know what's going to happen. A few weeks pass by, and I tell my husband again, I'm like, hey, like I really want to test drive this car because we didn't get the chance to do that. So he's like, for what? Again, same limbo. Like, I don't want to waste time. I don't want to do this. And so I was like, I just really want to test drive. I really, really do. I don't want to hype myself up for December, for Christmas. And then Christmas comes and we did all this research, and then we test drive it and we don't like it. And then what was like all that build up for, So it's best, you start by test driving and then looking into the specs and then seeing what works best for us. So I end up convincing him. And honest to God, I think my husband thought that I had an ulterior motive, and I really was trying to get the car and again get cornered into having someone do numbers for us. But I promise you, I wasn't. I just wanted to test drive it. We go to ballet with Penelope that day. We leave and we go straight to the dealer. And now, if I really had plans to get into a deal, I would have never taken Penelope because spending a day at the dealer is spending your whole entire day. And we were taking her. She hadn't had lunch. Like, we had just had breakfast, and she hadn't had lunch. She just came out of dance. So we drive up to the dealer, a different dealer, another Mercedes-Benz dealer. And when we get there, we park the car. He goes in, the guy is like at the door, and he tells us, what are you guys here looking for? And so my husband's like, she wants to test drive the GLC, the new one. And the guy's like, yeah, sure, let's go into the lot and let's see what we have. And we're walking. And I've always used to tell my husband, I hate navy blue cars. I'm like, I hate them. They're awful. I don't like them. It's not my favorite color. And so lo and behold, he cannot find any GLC, and then there's one parked right in front of the dealer, and it is navy blue with the interior that I want. He's like, oh, there's this one here. Let's test drive it. So my husband's like, I just want you to know we're just test driving. He's like, it's fine. Let's test drive it. So we get in the car, we test drive it. I look around, the car has everything I want. It has the panoramic roof, it has the light interior. It is stunning, and I cannot believe that I'm even in love with the navy blue. Again, at the end of the day, like, my husband has the final say when it comes to cars, because I mean, I have the final say when it comes to diamond and purses, but cars I don't know. So then we test drive it, we get back, and then the guy's like, so what's going on with you guys? So my husband explains to him how my car broke down, and now we're in limbo, and we're like taking in a corporate. And my husband's like, but she really wants this car and whatever. And so the guy goes, the fact that you guys are in this situation and you're in limbo with your car, and you're still coming back to give us another chance, let's go in and let me try to help you the best that I can. And then my husband looks at me and he's like, do you like this car? And one thing that I will tell you is, my dad always told me, when you go to dealers or when you go to like car salespeople, don't ever show emotions when it comes to cars, because then if you want to negotiate prices, or if you want to see different offers, if they see you fall in love, they're not really going to help you, which is something my dad said. I don't know if that's true, but I've always been the type that I can love something so dearly and just be like, yeah, it's cool, like whatever. He turns around and he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I love it. I need this car. I need this car. We went inside and we started working numbers, and my husband's like, that's so weird that you're going for a blue car, but I loved that car since the moment that I saw it. It was a whole day deal, but that guy really went above and beyond for us. He really tried giving us all the incentives possible. It was such a great experience, and that is how I ended up with my dream car that I've always wanted. I was telling my husband, I was like, I always want something, and then someone always steers me in a different direction. So this was the first time that I picked something that I really wanted, and it was unexpected because I didn't go with any combination in mind. I really was just going to test drive the car. So it's not like I was like, oh, I'm looking for a white car with light interior, or a black car with light interior. Like, I just wanted to see the car, and I wanted to drive it, and I wanted to see what was new in it besides like all the luxury technology. Like, I just wanted to see everything that was new with the car. So when we went, and we only saw the blue one, and I fell so in love with it. Later on, when they were running numbers and trying to close a deal, I ended up seeing a black one with light interior, but my heart was so, and it was cheaper. It was a lot cheaper than the one we have, but my heart was so dead set on the car that we ended up walking out with, so that I didn't even consider the black one. I didn't consider anything. I wasn't like, show me a white one. And the guy was telling us, he's like, the most popular is always going to be black or white. Anything colored is more special. So like this navy blue, or any other color outside of black and white is like a special color for us. That is how I ended up with that car. With my other car, we're still in limbo, but I think my husband's gonna end up fixing it and keeping it. But yeah, I'm gonna give you now a tour of our brand new Mercedes-Benz. I'm so excited.